problem are contributed by 20% of the causes of those problems. We have a cutoff line of 80%. It is assumed that this is the cutoff point. So you draw a dotted line from 80% that will come and join the line graph here. Then from the joint, you drop a perpendicular line from the joint going downwards, of course. By so doing, you will have dissected this graph into two. Remember, you will have a line that will join, will divide this graph here. You will have the left side and the right side. The left side will form the vital few contributing factors, while the right side will form the useful many contributing factors. What are vital fews? Vital fews, these are the ones that are supposed to be tackled. These are the 20% that needs to be tackled in order for you to appreciate the gains in the whole program. So we say that a Pareto chart is a type of chart that contains both bars and a line graph. These are the bars and this is the line, and we saw how to come up with both the two, where individual values are represented in descending order by the bars and the cumulative total is represented by the line. And we have a set cutoff line of 80%. And this is from the Pareto rule, that when we solve 20% of the causes of our problems, then we'll see the gains even in the 80% of the entire problem. Are we following? Yusra?
Maybe they can.
Should we continue?
Any question, maybe any question, any concern? Yeah, they are following. They are following.
Thank you. Thank you for following. So just to appreciate this statement, we see that roughly 80% of the effects or the output, the results, they come from 20% of the causes. This one we already said. That means when we tackle this 20%, the causes of this 20%, then the effect will be seen in the entire 80% or even the entire 100% of the challenge. An example would be, for our case, we said that we dropped a line and we found out that two of the contributing factors were lying on the left side, that is the 20%, and the rest of the contributing factors were falling on the right side. These are the useful many. So these two contributing factors are carrying the heaviest weight. When we handle these ones, when we tackle these two contributing factors, we go ahead and find the root causes of these two contributing factors, which are number of cases vital signs are missing, and number of cases information on prescribed medicine are missing. Then the countermeasures that we put and we check effectiveness on will work on all these other contributing factors. Perhaps we are saying that we are doing incomplete documentation because most of these cases miss vital signs and the prescribed medicine. So if we find out the reasons why people are not documenting vital signs, and we go ahead and look for countermeasures, and we implement those countermeasures, it is believed that the effect, the success or the positive effect will be seen across all these countermeasures. Because we will put standards, we'll come up with standards, like say we have to document in the whole prescription or the whole recording sheet, And this will enable us to appreciate the gains in all the other contributing factors. And in this, you need to know the period of data collection. You also need to know the data source. Where did you get this information from? And also you need to know the sample size that you use, because the same information will be used when we are actually handling step 6 of Kaizen. We are going to use the same methodology. That one we said. So just appreciating what we've just said. 2 of the contributing factors fall on the right side, because if you drop a line, the left side. 2 of the contributing factors are falling on the left side. Hence, when tackled, they will show good progress along our. So these 2 contributing factors, we said if we handle the reasons, if we look at the reasons, we find out the root causes and we handle them, the effects will be gained throughout our problem. They are the ones that should be carried to step 3. So when we go to step 3, root cause analysis, we will have to do root cause analysis for these 2 contributing factors, for each of the 2 contributing factors. We do root cause analysis for the first one and root cause analysis for the second one, since these are the ones that lied on our left side, the vital few in our Pareto chart. So in summary, we say the useful many factors can be identified in step 2. However, data collected in situation analysis can clarify that vital few factors are composing the majority of the problem. They are carrying the heaviest weight. So you apply the rule and focus on the vital few. For our case, we focused on the 2 contributing factors that fell on our left side. Those are the vital few factors according to the Pareto chart. Remember, this is a diagram. It's a graph, and it is only prioritizing which contributing factors are supposed to be handled in step 3. So when we eliminate the reasons that are actually causing those contributing factors, then the majority, 80% of the problem will actually be solved. Okay. Anyone with a question or any contribution? Anyone with a question? Yusra? What do you...
They are commenting it's a good presentation. Well explained. So
Thank you.
let's see if there is any question.
Hamisi has risen his hand.
Okay. Unmute and introduce yourself.
Good evening, I'm Yahamis. I'm a clinician working at a nurse dispensary in sub-county. Also, I'm a care coach. Mine isn't a question, but just to congratulate Madam Hadija. She took us very well for the step 2. Simply and well explained. Thank you for that. It was well elaborated.
Thank you, Hamisi. Okay, there's some charts. It's a wonderful presentation. Well explained, well presented. Okay, somebody's asking, kindly repeat the part on the lines separating the vital few and useful many.
I suppose this is the part. Okay, thank you. Maybe we need to understand how the 2 graphs are formed first. We said that there is a bar graph here. You see the blue lines, this is the bar graph. And then there is this orange line here. This is the line graph. A Pareto chart is a combination of two graphs, the bar graph and the linear graph or the line graph. The bars are actually attained from the frequencies that have been arranged in a descending order. The highest frequencies forming the highest part in this chart on the left side. Then the line graph is actually drawn from these figures, the cumulative frequency in percentage, which is also called accumulation ratio. What happens, you just plot, like say the first frequency is 45, so we have the first bar as that goes up to the 45th mark here, 45. Then the second bar for the second contributing factor will go to 25. Then the third one will go to 8. We are looking at this left side, the frequencies. This is what is forming the bars in this graph. Then how do we form the line graph? The line graph is actually formed by these percentages here. The percentages are from the cumulative frequencies in percentage, sorry. So we plot each accumulation ratio on the frequency, on the bar. So 52%, looking at this side, 52% is about here. So we go drop, and plot a dot or whatever you call it on the first bar, because it is in line with the first contributing factor. Then the second one, that is 81%, will go to the second bar, that is 21%. It has to touch the bar. So the second one is at 81%. Sorry, it doesn't have to touch the bar. It just has to be aligned to the bar, because you'll find out that some of the figures will go even beyond the bars, the graph. So the second one is 81.4%. We look at 81, 80 is here, 81 is about here. So we go to the second bar. It cannot touch the bar, but it has to be in line with the corresponding bar. We do the same to the third one. The third one is at 90.7%. So we go to 90.7, just about there. Then we plot the third along the third contributing factor. We do the same up to end of the table. Then according to the Pareto rule of 2080, we are using a cutoff point of 80%. We are using a cutoff point of 80%. So we will draw, this is like a median for us, for those who understand that. So 80, we draw a dotted line from 80%. This is the cutoff line for us. And it has to go and join the line graph, this orange line here. So the cutoff point, a dotted line that goes up to where it meets the line. Then now from this joint, the joint between the cutoff line of 80% and where it touches this line, this is where now we drop a perpendicular line. From this joint, sorry, where is my cursor? It's here. From this joint, we drop a perpendicular line, 90 degrees line from this joint. This will go down to touching the second contributing factor. So this line is what separates the two. Whatever falls on the left side, we call it vital few. And whatever falls on the right side will be the useful many. Sorry, this graph doesn't have the line, but we can still appreciate that. So we draw a perpendicular line from here down, it touches the two. It doesn't have to be two contributing factors, sorry. It doesn't have to be two contributing factors. It all depends with the cutoff point and where the line meets, where the two lines meet, the cutoff point and the line graph. So it can take only one contributing factor, or maybe it can even take three, depending with what you're handling, the contributing factors that you're handling, the magnitude of each contributing factor. So this sets the 80, the